Good morning. And we are back. We, me, you, whoever wants to see what we do. You know, it's another day, another morning. Lounge is open, if that is your thing. At the same time, I think we should acknowledge that there might be an old hippie bus behind us full of good spiritual music and friends and companions. And I believe I really kind of see it now like my own little convoy. Um, because I realize that even though we haven't discussed it in a while, uh, I could personally tell you that I see influence of things greater than myself everywhere I turn right now. Now, it's probably a coincidence, and I'm supposed to be trying a lot harder. Yeah, we'll get to that eventually. I think trying to stay myself is really what I got to do, and I'm pretty I'm much happier. Uh, Felt like I'd been kind of pulled in multiple directions, taking care of responsibility, which, boom, would never want to change for anything, but can, fill up your patience and a goodwill basket pretty quick. So, for what, a month now? Just been going, going, going. I think that's done now. Now, don't get me wrong, there's going to be dog sitting and chores and other fine things, but I come from a background where worry, oof, worry is what was really instilled, unfortunately. And all love and respect for my dad, but he's a worry wart. And I can see where some of my own personal issues are coming from. And to come full circle, as I've been traveling around, taking care of business, I realize that my love for things greater than myself, for me, it's Jesus, for you, whatever. I'm not telling you what to think. Hate to drive you away because I believe one thing and you believe another. But I have to acknowledge from that little beagle coming back. So here's the thing, that dog, yep, I see prayer or God or something in what happened yesterday. Now, for the rest of you, it's a coincidence. That's all it is. We had got bad information and we were going to go to a pound, see, I'm old, Humane Society. And we were going to get the dog. And we'd got some help from other family members, and my dad had decided, hey, I'm going to go to this spot. This is perfect. I looked at those spots close, and I'm like, I see 8 pit terrier mix. I see a whole bunch of little dogs that got adopted, but I don't see what you think you see. So I checked another one. It's the same deal. You got 2 puppies, Dad, but they're shepherd mix, Dad. Oh, that's not good. I said, Dad, why not let's call the first one we went to. Go on the internet. I pull up the site and I look, and the little dog you saw yesterday, Snoopy. Well, we saw that dog a couple weeks ago. And then she was taken, uh, adopted. It didn't work out for those people, and they brought her back. So we got down there and We went to look at two dogs. There was a little Shih Tzu, but we're not little dog people. I know I have a Chihuahua, but it's because my daughter gave him to me. Normally, I'm not a little dog guy. If I have a little animal, it's a cat. I'd like my dog to be able to make you nervous when you knock on my door. I digress. Long story short, this little beagle was back, and she's home now with my dad. And after it was all said and done, whoever had taken her was either ashamed or sad or wanted to do the right thing. I don't know how you want to put it, but they had paid Snoopy's bills forward. So whoever decided to take her could just take her. Now, my dad could afford any dog he wanted. And this is weird because I don't know. Maybe this is where people get confused on privilege. My dad could buy any dog he wanted. He would never go buy a puppy mill puppy. He was going to go without because he doesn't believe in how those things are run. So I don't know what people think out there in this world, but some people do nothing but work their ass off for what they have. And then if they can't get what they want with integrity and respect and dignity, they wouldn't do it. They don't buy their way into. So I don't come from a world where you could buy your way into what you want. I come from a world where the whole family is comfortable and would never, ever, ever, ever make an impulse purchase. Do you know what never happened in my life? Oh, Daddy, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? No, of course not. You had to wait till dinner every time. That's how you learned to have self-control, scheduling, and all kinds of things. So I'm not resentful anymore. I believe I'm actually blessed. Because some of the deeper understandings of what should and shouldn't be, I think I already get that naturally. If you read the description on my dog video, do you know how important it is that was a beagle? Which allows me to say and start a conversation about rescuing a beagle and what Dr. Kill You and his people did to beagles. Damn straight. That is like a gift from God. Because none of the horrors should go away. Now, this is where I think people struggle. You better go define your own horrors and reconcile them. As tough as that is, I have to say it that way, and we have to start getting a little more tough love, because I'd be dead in a ditch, crack addict, without a little tough love. I never got coddled into curing myself. Never had hug therapy to make everything better. Had action, self-realization, and acknowledgement of shortcomings. Shit can that stuff, and now I can move forward. It's awesome. And this dog and a lot of stuff over the last couple weeks really been letting me know that you might not think it, but I know Jesus is on my side. I know the man is co-piloting. When me and Angie are together, he's just running the booth. Now, you believe what you believe. But it's been a while, and I need to acknowledge that something greater than myself, and for all I know, it's the good people with love and care in their heart out there, the people that say they're going to pray for you and then they do it, those are your angels. Those are your actual angels. And then whether you like this or not, you know the power of prayer is quantifiable, right? That they can actually, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. That's why we got this. You'd have to do your own digging. But I just want to acknowledge that whatever love and care is out there pointed in our direction, it certainly feels like it's working. It certainly seems visible. According to my background search, I did this song 4 months ago. I didn't know nothing about nothing. I just faking my way through the whole thing. As of now, I respect Upchurch, Mr. McDonald, Struggle Jennings there. I can't find fault in the discography, in the catalog. Can't find anything but kick-ass music. I wanted to say all thought-provoking, but I'll be right blunt honest with you. I don't think positioning and flexing is thought-provoking. I think it's badass. But I don't think it's thought-provoking, right? I think my biggest takeaway in the last 4 or 5 months from morning music is, why do I like Upchurch so much? Because he'll slide, it feels like he'll slide this poke the system, segueing to what we're doing next. Poke the bear, poke the cancel culture creature with a little line, third eye, alien, some tinfoil hat, crazy something. But the problem is, in the middle of all his flex, not the problem, the cool thing, in the middle of all his flexing, there's this thought-provoking line, or in the middle of positioning. Because as much as I dig it, I understand he's from the creeks and the hollers, and he's in the country. Now that's 60% of the stuff, right? Kick ass, and I love it, but not so thought-provoking, unless I'm contemplating trees and moss. I don't know. I just know I'm grateful to have got to this point. I'm grateful for you. And I'm grateful for the mornings we spend together. Here's to, let's, get 4 or 8 more.
I'm a traveling gypsy, tipsy off weed and rye whiskey, whistling the silence at night as the ghosts emerge from the thick weed, drifting in clothing they had when they left this world years ago. So they tiptoe in heaven, nervous cause they still ain't their norm. They seen the light but didn't travel, got stuck in the past to explore. Maybe we are in the past, that means the future is more, or maybe the future is present. And before us this question, if that's the case, who do we ask when we need backwards directions? I mean, there's a meaning for attributes, especially one of a leader, one who goes against the world and don't care to die neither. And if I'm Robert E. Lee, give me that Confederate flag, take me back to the past so I can bleed out and laugh. He was a traveler, rock star and a healer, wheels spinning in the sunset through the night, into the dark unknown. Guns are loaded, but he always made it home before the light.
Grass grown over my heart, it's been a lonely place, waiting on my time to shine. Rolex with a broken face, sleeping in a cutlass, showered in the truck stop. A buckshot's the only thing will ever make this buck stop. Punch clocks and misery, dreams of something bigger. I just wanna reach the public, not just be a public figure. Like to say that he failed, trained to success was derailed. Put my journey in a song, inspire you.
Shit. I should go back. We should go back. Did I relate to struggle the first time through? Nah, probably not. I was unfamiliar with his work the first time I heard this tune. Said, Tom McDonald, which I like, don't get me wrong. But Tom led me to stuff that... It ain't Tom's tune that gets played on autoplay right now in the car. I literally been listening to Keep It Country for 2 weeks. I listen to that whole album, but that song starts out, so if I get in the car, go anywhere, Keep It Country. Come home, park the car, Keep It Country. One more before I smoke, before I go in or something. Just saying. Fucking addicted.
Broken face, sleeping in a cutlass, showered in the truck stop. A buckshot's the only thing will ever make this buck stop. Punch clocks and misery, dreams of something bigger. I just wanna reach the public, not just be a public figure. Like to say that he failed, trained to success was derailed. Put my journey in a song, inspire you with details. In the field searching for seashells, no ocean was in sight, but I saw it in my heart and kept believing I was right. Fight for what's mine and what's not, I'll go and earn. Blazing a trail through the south, trying not to get burned. He was a traveler.
I don't know nothing about it. I ain't saying I can even say I'm nobody. I'm just me, and I've been me this whole time. But I relate to those lines now. I relate to those lines. Especially when something good happens here. Like we make a connection with a person who realizes maybe they should think more about their next whatever they're going to do. And I didn't save them or do nothing to them, but maybe we just made them think. Just a thought. Contemplating a decision. And I've been doing this for a while. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I mean, for all I know, I'm coming back with a 12-step program for sugar and taurine. I don't know. I just know if you get to have a voice, hopefully it can be used to affect the most amount of change, not some tunnel vision change. You know, this is the worldview I have. I can't work outside of that. That's all I want to do is see outside of my own personal worldview now. I'm happy with me. And see if we can reach across anything to say, hey, what do you need?
Star and a healer, we'll spin it in the sunset through the night, into the dark unknown. God's loaded, but He always made it home before the light. I feel like I'm closer to heaven than ever, and lately I haven't been praying. I feel like my halo turned into a noose and I'm fighting to stay on the pavement. I feel like the signs on the side of the road keep on pointing me past all the places I've wanted to go, so I stay on the road and I'm farther from home than I hoped I would make it. I feel like I'm naked inside of a snake pit and everybody wanna take pics. I feel like I have to come out of this hole with a pair of boots made of snakeskin. I feel like the road that's ahead is the highway to hell, but I still gotta take it. Nothing to lose and a second to prove that the stars that I followed have led me to greatness. I sunk all the skeletons, drunk on adrenaline, running and dumping the evidence. Discussing my demons with devils disguised as my friends and pretending they're better men. Collecting the feathers of vultures that patiently wait for a meal at my grave. I'll tell my tale around campfires. If you listen close, they'll say he was a traveler, rock star and a healer. Oh, we'll spin it in the sunset through the night, into the dark unknown. God's loaded, but He always made it home before the light.
we're going to leave it at that. That's a good tune. Wow, I got a mess going on. I moved a lot of stuff around. Every now and then you got to clean. Trust me, it looks like fun here till you sit down and it's like a effing locker room. Sometimes you got to vacuum. Is this right? Is that carpeting? Is it you're doing the carpeting? I can't remember what my aunt told me. It was the most adorable way of saying, hey, no, just area difference, vacuuming, carpeting. I just thought it was cute. Hey, have a great day. I'm coming right back with the brand new Tom McDonald. Later.